Hi Virgo, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Virgo, in today's reading, I am going to give you one card of the Denise Lynn Oracle card. Going to give you another one from this other one from Josephine Wall. This is called the Whispers of Love Oracle cards. Okay. Also wanted to let you guys know that I am doing a live Facebook on my Tarot with Joanna Facebook group on Facebook. If you would like to join me, I do one every Wednesday. It's a live reading. This one is going to be on Zoom this week. So you get to ask one question. We give you an answer. There's two mediums there, me and somebody, and a good friend of mine. So see if you can stop by, maybe you have a question that you want to ask or something. All right, so here we go. Virgo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Virgo spirit. This is for Virgo for their highest good. One card from here for their highest good. Wow, it says rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Wow, that is amazing. You guys, you blessing. You have blessing, blessing, blessing. Of course. You guys are healers. You guys are guides. It's very nice, very beautiful. Good for you. Good for you, Virgo. All right, and then you have one from here. What does this one want to say for Virgo? Oh, okay. That was quick. This one says, you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. Wow. And yes, you can. Look at that beautiful card, the graphics on that card. You are limitless. You can do anything. If you think about it, you're very blessed. You're very divinely guided, Virgo. So just remember that. It's nice. Love that. And let me see if I could put this one up over here. Okay. Good, good, good. All right. So let's get started on your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Virgo spirit. One for the current, one for the situation, one for the past or now, one for what's hidden, one for the hopes and fears, one for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. And at the end of the tarot deck, you did get the Five of Swords. So you do have a lot of things that you're conflicting. Maybe you're very wear down, very tired, Virgo. I feel like you are. I feel like you haven't really taken the time to rest since everything has been moving so fast for you. But you do start off with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune says that there's new things coming in for you. I do feel like there's an ending, like of a cycle, and the new cycle is coming towards you. So it's really nice. New things coming in for you. Of course, you got blessings. You're limitless. Happy things. Think positive and everything. There is a new cycle you're trying to get on, which I do believe it's here because of the Ace of Pentacles. With the Empress here, you're a multitasker. You know how to make things grow. You have ideas. You go towards them. You do what you need to do to get above and beyond, and that's very much you. I do feel like there could be somebody around you that's pregnant, or is I feel like there's some kind of children around, but I do feel you really need to start taking care of yourself. You do have the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is for the past or now. I do believe it's now. I feel like you're looking at traditional values, religion, looking at all that, really looking at your faith. Not much that you don't have faith, but you do. But looking at all the answers, searching for answers, some kind of answers here. You do have the King of Pentacles for what's hidden here, and what the King of Pentacles is saying is that you could be making a decision, towards your finances or what's your next move. You do have the Page of Pentacles here also down here for the hopes and fears. Page of Pentacles is talking about, maybe you're coming into some kind of financial opportunities, or you're waiting on something. I feel like there's messages coming in. I feel like you've learned a lot. You've learned a lot of things going on, but we'll see what the other cards say, okay? You have the Ace of Pentacles here, Virgo. The Ace of Pentacles is talking about, being very creative, having ideas, financial opportunities here for you. You're definitely on this right path here. Okay. You are where you're supposed to be. Even if it feels sometimes that you're not, you're like, what are you doing here? So, you are. You do have the Four of Wands here. I feel like the Four of Wands, that you're definitely moving forward. You could also be going towards celebration or homecoming of some sort. Just move forward from whatever it is that you think is holding you back, okay, because you need to. And then you have the Five of Pentacles. With the Five of Pentacles, I feel like sometimes you feel disappointed in things. Sometimes you feel also too that you feel alone, you feel lonely. Maybe you want somebody in your life. But we'll see what that also means also. But I do feel like wow, I do feel like I'm getting a lot very strongly that you're feeling like you're down, like you're alone, you're just disappointed. Could be also too that you're disappointed in something and how the things are going. So we'll see. All right, Virgo, so take what resonates with you, and leave the rest. I also have to say that you do have the Five of Swords here also, and the Five of Swords is definitely talking about that you still have a lot of anger within you. Really need to start taking care of yourself, really having and following your heart, okay, and what you want to do. I do feel like you have made a lot of decisions and you're going towards that also. So let's see what else is going on, Virgo. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. Very blessed. Remember, you are very blessed, okay? That's crazy. I kept seeing the Six of Pentacles here, and the Six of Pentacles is talking about abundance, some kind of abundance coming in for you. So this is very nice. Spirit, why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Virgo? For their highest good. Wow, there it is again. Did I not say that? I kept seeing it. That's crazy. Thank you, Spirit. So, you've been giving a lot of yourself, and you're doing way too much. You're very tired. I feel like you're very stressed. You're very tired. But I feel like there's an ending of a cycle here for you. Like you're gonna be moving on. There's new experiences, new things coming in for you because you do have the Wheel of Fortune here. I also feel like you are receiving the abundance that you want, and I feel like you could be sharing the wealth, or you could just be really just being generous, with your finances here. I feel like also too, like for some of you guys, really, really, really take it easy, okay? Because I feel like you give your not just money, but you give your time, your hard work, your knowledge and stuff like that. And you really got to be careful with that, okay? You have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups is talking about really having some self-care for yourself, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, having that compassion for yourself, opening your heart to, yourself, like loving yourself, who you are, who you become, how you look, really have that for yourself, okay? Not only that, but you need to also trust your intuition, okay? But I'm getting a lot of, self-care here because you do have a lot of cards that say it. You do have the Empress here for the situation. And why is the Empress here? Card. So you do have the Empress card, the Lovers here. With the Lovers card, okay, so with the Empress again, I feel like, you're going to have a lot of ideas. I feel like, you need to really nurture yourself, okay? Really take care of yourself. I do feel like there is abundance here. You've been working very hard. But there's also a lot of loose ends that you got to take care of. You got to start taking control of everything that's going on. Start taking care of those loose ends, what you got to do, if you got to move, start packing. If you got to, start cleaning something, or, the apartment you're living in, start cleaning it, stop putting things to delayed. Stop delaying things. Just keep going with it, but take care of them, okay? Because that's what I feel right now. I also feel like I said, somebody around you could be pregnant, or you could be picking up the energy of being pregnant, or you're being pregnant, or you're pregnant and you're picking up the energy of somebody around you that's pregnant. You do have the Lovers card here. The Lovers is talking about, that you need to really trust everything that's going on, even though you feel like it's like nothing is going on right, or nothing's gonna fall into place. Really start really trust the process on it. Okay. I also feel like you need to have better communication with whoever you're talking to or whoever you're dealing with. I feel like you need to have like, better communication with it, and I do feel like there is some kind of decision that you are definitely trying to contemplate. Okay. You have the Hierophant here for the past or now. I do believe it is now. I do believe that you are searching for answers, looking at traditional values, religion values, morals, stuff like that. I also feel like, you are very blessed and divinely guided by, the divine, because they lead you, and you're being led because you are healers, you're guides, you're entrepreneurs. Whatever it is that you're doing, it is a gift, that the divine has given you. So really, I feel like you're going to search for the answers that you're looking for, and I feel like you're going to find them. You have the King of Pentacles here. And why is the King of Pentacles here? Wow. So you do have the Empress again. The Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. So really try to be more creative, okay? Open up your creativity. Like, get into, creating something, what you want to do, painting, learning something new, being creative, because I feel like you're going to have a lot of ideas here. I feel like you're definitely on this right path. I feel like there is abundance coming in for you. A lot of abundance is trying to come in for you. No matter what, it's, nothing can keep this abundance from coming towards you. So just know that. You do have the Empress here again, and she is of abundance. She knows how to handle her money, what to do with it. And there is abundance here because you also have the King of Pentacles here. I feel like you're trying to create that strong foundation, and you will. I feel like there's also stability here is strong, very strong here. You are on the right path that you're supposed to be. This is a new beginning that's coming through for you. So it's very nice, and I do feel like there's a lot of growth here. A lot of growth. Like it's just like gonna come in because you do have this card, the Rainbow Blessings, and you also have this one, Limitless here. You are limitless, okay? Then you have the Page of Pentacles here. Virgo, why is the Page of Pentacles here for Virgo? So you do start off with the Page of Pentacles. Like I said, the Page of Pentacles, he is standing there ready to learn something new. He's, he knows what he needs to do with the Page of Pentacles standing here. I feel like you've learned a lot through your life, especially now, through the past, everything that has happened. I feel like you have learned a lot, Virgo. I feel like you're moving on to something, to a new adventure, like a new venture. I'm getting the word venture here, and I feel like it's long term. It's going to be long term now. And I also feel like there could be some kind of unexpected messages coming in for you. Definitely trying to learn something, very curious about learning something also. But you also need to start taking care of yourself, okay? Because it's here. They keep telling me here, and it's over and over. It's a big, strong, self-care for yourself, okay? Rest when you need to, because we are now going into the holidays. We're going to be pushing forward, and it's time to really take the time to rest because you need that, okay? Wow. I feel also too that you're being very guided. You have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups is talking about a wish fulfillment, that you want certain things to come in, and they will. You've accomplished yourself so much. Be content with everything that you've done. Even though at times that it seems like it's not going to work out, it will. Okay, because you have that blessing on you. You have that guidance with you. You yourself are very smart and intelligent, that you know what you're doing, because you wouldn't have accomplished everything that you're doing if it wasn't the right direction that you were being led on. Okay, so just remember that. But have gratitude for everything, big or small. You do have the Ace of Pentacles up here. The Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for what you need to do now? Oh, my card. Wow, you came into your own reading. All right. Good going, Virgo. All right, so you did coming into your own reading. You know, definitely you are a healer. You're a guide. You are, you know, whatever you want to call yourself. You had those gifts, okay? Because you're definitely very spiritual. And I feel like you help a lot of people. I feel like you've been helping a lot of people. Um, Try to take time for yourself, okay? Really try to take time for yourself because, you know, you've done a lot, you know, and then they're asking you to really take that time now, to really take time for yourself so you can make clear decisions, so you can really recuperate your body, your mind also, because you're very exhausted. I feel like you're exhausted. You do have the King of Swords here. Start focusing on the things that you need to, but sometimes you're not focused as you should be, and you really need, that's why they're asking you, take this rest that you need, okay? Take it, rest, okay? Because we're not machines, you know. We still need that rest. We still need to close our eyes and really, you know, take a deep sleep, because we need to clear our minds and everything that's going on. Everything is shifting around for us now because we're moving into the cold, we're moving into the holidays, you know. Planets are shifting, you know, we got the new moons, the full moon, so everything is just moving forward. But you need to also move forward by really taking care of yourself, Virgo. Like I said, you with the Ace of Pentacles, there are opportunities here, and this is your new beginning. A new path is here. Okay, it's already here, so get ready, because it's it's done. It's coming in. It's already here. I just feel like it's just now. Be ready for a lot of changes because it's going to come in. The Four of Wands is here. Why is Four of Wands here? One more card. Wow. Alrighty. All right, so I do feel like, and you also have this Ace of Swords along with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles again here. That's crazy. All right, so you do have the Four of Wands. You're moving forward, definitely. There's celebration. I feel like there's homecoming. I feel like also, too, there could be some kind of proposal or some kind of marriage for some of you guys, but definitely moving forward. I feel like you've been working very hard. You know, you're reaching that material success like you really want to, and it's good. You always, you know, when we work very hard, we reach that material success. We see the results of that hard work, and you never give up. You're achieving what you set out to do, and they're asking you, don't give up. I also feel like there could be a career move for some of you guys, like a career change, because I feel like you're waiting on something. I feel like you're waiting for that big break to come through, and I feel like it's going to come in because you also have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is saying there's breakthroughs coming in. You're going to have a lot of clarity, you know. You're going to see a lot of truth. You're going to see a lot where you want to do. It's like your mind's not going to be cluttered anymore. It's going to be like, wait, you know, I think I want to go here. I already know I want to go to this. It's like you're not going to lag anymore. You're just going to be like, yep, I'm going this way, you know, because you already know what you want. Very nice. Very, very nice. And then for the outcome, you do have the Five of Pentacles. And why is the Five of Pentacles here for Virgo? All right, so you do have the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Devil card. With the Five of Pentacles, like I said, you know, you could be feeling down right now, you know, maybe disappointed, you know. I feel like you're lonely. I feel like you could still be upset, or you're feeling alone, like, you know, disappointed in things sometimes. You know, you go back to that spot where, you should have done this or you should have done that, but you know, you need to really leave that behind, okay? Because you don't want that. You want to keep on with it. You don't want to stay in the back. Remember, leave the past behind and just move forward, because that's what you need to do. All these doors opening isn't just because you stayed in the past. It's because you're moving forward and you're trying your hardest to move forward. With the Knight of Swords here, I do feel like, they're asking you not to rush into any decisions right now. You know, I feel like you're definitely moving forward from all the chaos. I feel like all these old patterns and and the feeling stuck, I feel like you're moving away from it, you know, because you're definitely moving forward. I feel like you're not going to stay there anymore. I feel like you're going to move forward, but they're asking you, when you're doing decisions or anything like that, really take your time with everything, okay? Because you know, right now you could be at that point where, you know, you're happy, you're adventurous, you want to go do this, you want to go do that, but they're asking you to take your time with things, okay? Really try your best to leave these old patterns, to leave the past behind, because you need to, okay? Life is limitless. Live in the moment. Live in everything that's coming through, because it is. There's a lot coming through, but it's all good. It's very good. All right, so Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. God bless.